Asmongo did a video reacting to Louis Rossman's video, Respect for Linus Tech Tips. He's earned it. I will be going over about 6 minutes of the video, where he is talking about a man being flagged as a criminal for taking photos of his son for a doctor to see. And then he is flagged and banned from using Google services.
I'm gonna give maybe a really unpopular take on this. So basically, I don't actually find this to be problematic as long as it wasn't escalated and approached in a bad way.
This is a fine statement here. This is just what majority people would say to CYA or cover your arse. So his words can't be quoted in the event something comes up that he doesn't know about.
So this is something that a lot of people probably know, especially given the recent events that have happened, is that this used to be a huge problem in social media moderation, that you had real human beings that had to actually like comb through all of the unironic CP that was on the internet and manually decide to remove it. And the emotional damage and mental damage that does to a person is indescribable. So because of this problem, Google and a lot of other websites have taken these tools and they've created tools to automatically detect this stuff and flag it as criminal matter, right? The FBI does it. So the fact that he got flagged for this, I mean, to be fair, it's photos of a naked toddler implies that it was working, right? It worked.
We don't know is if it is working as intended, which if it's just meant to flag accounts and not ban them, then it probably is. I don't think the problem here is with him getting banned. The problem is him staying banned after being cleared.
And I think that you need a tool like that. You need to have a tool like that. It's just that when the tool is used in a bad way. But where'd they get the images from? From previous ones that they had found. Yeah, I mean, of course. It doesn't work. It just did. That's why there's an article about it.
After this came out, a dad took photos of his naked toddler for the doctor. Google flagged him as a criminal, particularly when you're talking about stuff like iCloud recently, where it was found out that the delete button doesn't even do anything. It's very important that we have these alternatives. And one of the things I really respect about Linus from Linus Tech Tips with this video is that he decided to make a complete video going over all these different alternatives to the large big tech solutions that often abuse you, that mine your data, that sell you to advertise.
Police cleared him, but Google still banned his account, locked him from personal photos, personal documents, and a lot of his online accounts, since it was his email too. Google had to do that. Look at it from Google's perspective and think about this logically. Technically, this could be counted as child porn. Can you allow somebody like that to have that content on your platform? No.
CP means any obscene material involving a juvenile, any sexually oriented material involving a juvenile, or any material that is harmful to juveniles. Now, this is the first definition I seen when I looked up the definition, so I'll go with this one. Here's the definition for obscene, and here's the definition for sexually oriented material, if you want to know what those are. Under this definition, what is described in the article would not classify as CP, technically.
It's a risk. It's a huge risk. And any of you who, if it was your company and you were making this decision for your company or something that you had legal vested interest in, you would make that same decision.
Would I ban a user initially? Yes. I see no problem practicing CYA. And I think every individual or entity should. However, after it was determined that it was a false alarm and that he didn't actually violate any laws or actually have CP, I would unban him. And that's why I think the problem is the fact that after he was initially banned, he submitted an appeal so that he could get unbanned, and he was denied. Which after further research, he was banned automatically, I presume, and Google denied his appeal.
I'm sorry. Like, it's a prudent and intelligent decision, even though it is a stupid example. Like, that's all there is to it. Rare L take? No, it's not. It's not an L take. I'm amazed that I'm getting any pushback for this at all. How am I getting any pushback for this?
In the article I found, it says that the photos were backed up. So if the user was someone who just clicks through all the policies and agreements you have to go through when setting up a device, aka a vast majority of users, then it would be reasonable to think that his photos were automatically backed up, which even after being flagged and subsequently banned, it took him days to even notice that he was locked out of his accounts, which already shows us that he isn't someone who uses their device very much. So what I think happened is the photos were backed up automatically.
Google escalated it by banning him? I don't understand. Like, this is yes. You're not supposed to upload that content onto Google because it puts them in liability. They have to ban him for legal reasons. The police can investigate it and find out that it was okay. It's not a big deal, but they have to ban him.
Like I just said before, I think the user likely didn't even know it was on Google because of the automatic backups. They might not be in the wrong for banning him as a precaution in the beginning, but they are in the wrong for denying his appeal.
Like, I'm amazed that I'm even getting any sort of pushback on this at all. This is oh my god. Let's keep going. Let's move on.
So that you are seeing ads based on what
Crazy.
you were arguing over with your fucking girlfriend when you were brushing your teeth, is that he's doing a video on items that he did not get paid for. Linus from Linus Tech Tips has a business that is foundationally based on advertising with over 100 mouths to feed, 100 people whose
There's
families...
a lot of people that are spending money on that, right? Did they unban him? I think you're digging heels on this one. We're actually going to address this. We're actually going to have to do this. I can't believe it. I cannot believe this. Are you fucking kidding me? You think I'm dragging my heels on this? If you ran that company and you knew that there were images that could be construed as child porn on a server that you owned, would you delete them and ban the account? Because if you didn't, you would be opening yourself up for liability from not only the government, but every other future lawsuit using this as a point of acknowledgement that you didn't do anything. You are so fucking retarded to think that this is anything other than a reasonable and prudent outcome. They had to do it. He didn't have to upload it onto Google. He chose to do that. He shouldn't have done it. It was a fucking mistake. Did he deserve to go to jail? No, the police decided that. But that doesn't mean that Google needs to provide a platform for somebody like that because of how risky it is, because of the precedent that it sets legally.
I went through the articles looking for some type of confirmation that he knew that they were being uploaded to Google, and I could not find anything. But that being said, I also couldn't really look at the original article because of their stupid account creation ad. Not only that, but he was recommended by a doctor to do it.
It's unbelievable that I even need to discuss this. It's insane. I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. Holy shit. Remove the photo but no ban? Really? Okay, so let me get this straight. You have verifiable evidence that was flagged as CP and you don't ban an account and you think that's good?
Even he, okay, if you look here, he takes a second to think about what he is about to say so he can be accurate. And what he is saying here is that it was flagged for CP, not that it is CP, like he said earlier.
Literal fucking zero IQ. It's unworkable. I can't believe this. How can people be so fucking retarded? Oh my God.
He even read out comments asking him about the ban after, but he doesn't comment on that in this video. I don't know why. I'm going to leave you with a YouTube video I found covering this situation. It's not much I could find on it. And I will see you guys in the future.
Now, many of us have a lot of data stored online, but imagine suddenly finding out you've lost access to your email account and other online data. Something like this happened to a man in San Francisco after he took a photo of his baby boy's body and sent it to a doctor for a telemedicine consultation, which was done on the doctor's recommendation. The doctor prescribed some antibiotics and managed to resolve the baby's condition, but Google's automated technology blocked the man's account after the pictures were flagged as potential material related to child pornography. The dad was also reported to the police, according to a report in the New York Times. While the San Francisco Police Department investigated the matter and cleared the man of wrongdoing, Google didn't revoke its decision. In a statement to the New York Times, Google said child sexual abuse material is abhorrent and we're committed to preventing the spread of it on our platforms.